Greetings Internet, DDA here, and welcome to another local match video, this time from last week from Portal Comics and Gaming. And we have another special guest commentator here, back with us again. Rob, how you doing, bud?
Hey DD, I'm doing good today. How are you?
Good, I'm doing excellent. Just supercharged from our playtesting round with Team Eevee and inviting our new members in yesterday.
That had to be one of my favorite days in a while. That was awesome.
So we got Brian here, often wins our local against Josh with his sporting his blue Vegeta build. So we got black Krillin versus blue Vegeta. So Josh is actually going to start out here.
Looks
Looks
like
like he's
yep.
got a spear in his hand. I didn't get a chance to see the other cards.
I think I might have saw a dominance in there.
So blue Vegeta is definitely one of my favorite decks and favorite Vegeta decks. Visiting the past, really nice. And a dominance. Wow,
Wow,
very good first turn draw.
excellent. Power
So,
up.
yep, dropping down the power up, got a defensive burst in his hand as well. Looks like got narrow escape. Is that a betrayal or is that a
I think it's the one that the Omni block um that prevents.
oh yeah, he has a shift. Oh no, he has a slash. He has a slash, shifting
Okay,
maneuver, narrow escape, and sphere in his hand right now.
it's a very defensive hand.
Yeah, so he's looking like he's not going to go in. Blue Vegeta is not the best matchup against Black Krillin because he does have unstoppable attacks, and Blue Vegeta's main niche is, having that defense always.
He just dropped an erasing drill and a declaration. I'm guessing he's not going to enter because he dropped the declaration. Oh man, and he rejuvenated his sphere, so he still got the stance in his hand.
Yeah, both players drawing Sphere pretty early, dropping down another Visiting Class. Both players setting up a huge board here.
Wow.
Dropping the Betrayal, very surprising there. I definitely would. I think, what did he keep? Is that an I'll Dig Your Grave? I think it might be.
Gotta
Not
keep.
a bad choice, but I might have kept the the Betrayal there.
I think it's hard to carry over I'll dig your grave if you don't know what your next hand's going to be. It's very good for aggressive hands, but if you're going to draw into
He did have Visiting, so he could have just grabbed it, but he actually didn't. He only popped one Visiting, so Brian's going to enter here. He's got Defensive Burst in his hand.
hmm,
What else has he got over there?
he is
Like
defensive.
Josh has Optic Blast. Optic Blast, he grabbed the blue slash with the Visiting.
Hmm.
So not popping off both Visitings. Not sure if I think I might have done that considering Brian has a Racing Drill down on the board right now.
Oh, he had a betrayal in his hand. He drew into a betrayal.
I see, I see.
And he
So killing
kills.
the Declaration there. 50-50 on that shot.
Mhm.
Declaration could, get rid of something on the board, but so could his Erasing Drill.
Yeah, a disc with a racing drill automatically kills something on his board. So because he's shooting off Krillin's power here. Oh no, he's taking a damage from betrayal.
Right. I'm not sure. I think Brian entered, but okay, so he's going to use his Vegeta's power to stop Krillin's power.
Hmm.
Just revealing the intervention.
So apparently, Blue Vegeta is a thing now. It's getting
Yeah,
more
after it
popular.
got a top cut at that one ARG. I mean, guys in our local group have been talking about it for a while. Shooting off the Vegeta's Gallic Gun here, one of the stronger name cards in the game. 6 life cards, unpreventable, and then double crit. But the crits aren't really going to help him right now.
Yeah, and it's not banish after use, which is really nice. A lot of the shots are banish after use, like cells draining and whatnot.
But Disc isn't. Looks like Brian has
Sure.
Upward Dodge and Sphere in his hand right now as well.
Okay. I see a head knock
Yeah,
over.
waiting for him to use that head knock. So here comes Big Bad Optic Blast. He already hit the... If he had an energy block in his hand, he would have stopped that Gallic Gun. So he knew he could Optic Blast with ease.
Hmm.
And Brian also has a Foreshadowing in his hand. So shooting off his mastery here, discarding the intervention.
I think both players passed at this point.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Good on Josh for not using the head knock there, running into his block.
Bulma.
Shooting down Bulma, really good play at this point in the game. You know, he has enough cards in his discard pile to make it really useful.
What do you pull with Bulma?
May want to either grab the double team or the defensive burst.
Scout
Oh, going
maneuver.
for the scout maneuver, not a bad pick either.
That's true.
He's got shifting maneuver and head knock, going to drop and rejuvenate the head knock. Another power up hitting the board.
Oof.
One of the best cards to have just sit on the board all game. It definitely shines late game, where when you can just control combat and not have to worry about your opponent getting you and locking you in a bad combat.
Yes.
So is Brian actually going to initiate combat here? Starting off with the defensive burst, not really going to be able to hit Blue Vegeta with the defensive burst using the mastery, revealing the neck beat.
Now, I have a question. If you reveal a Vegeta's power, do you still get to raise a player's anger?
No, you don't, because the mastery checks to see if you discarded a styled card. You
Oh,
didn't
okay.
discard a styled card. You just revealed it. So using a black swipe, getting really high value out of this, removing some really good cards from his discard pile. 2 blue betrayals. Using power up to end combat.
Smart play.
Good play here, you know, getting out. Doesn't want to take any more damage. Blue Vegeta dropping the key build up there. Surprised to see him drop that out of his hand. I may have kept that to play next turn.
Wonder what he held on to.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should be his turn this time. Oh, he held on to dominance. Did he? Yeah.
No, he held on to the Omni prevention
Oh, okay.
card.
That's true. He drew into another dominance.
He's playing a very defensive game.
Yeah, so he's got a rejection in his hand. I can't see what the other card is, but it looks like he's gonna initiate combat. Brian drew into an upper dodge, a resistance. Shooting off the rejection here, probably going to be met with a resistance for an anger. Yep.
It's a good call. Looks like he also has a Sin Choke and
So Blue Vegeta here showing how good of a chip damage deck it is. You can use the mastery and the power to block attacks, and then just as long as you hit one attack of combat, you come out ahead of your opponent, and you can see the life card difference right now.
very true.
So, you know, probably at this point, good on him for that first combat choosing the declaration over the erasing drill, because Brian actually hasn't hit an attack yet on him. So it looks like this will be the first attack that he hits. Erasing drill is going to trigger, killing, what is that?
Blockade.
Ah, good choice there, good choice there. Surprising, he could have used the blockade to stop that.
True.
So
I bet he
shooting off
regrets
another
that.
rejection, a free rejection because of his last rejection.
Wow. Resistance first card damage. It's really good.
Brian shooting off his mastery to kill the last card in his hand, getting rid of that shifting maneuver.
Oh, he has a double team and a Sin Choke. They're both going to be unpreventable.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, it is. Well, the good thing with Blue Vegeta here is he can grab some drills with dominance to make up for the damage taken, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm interested to see him play dominance in this build. I wonder how many dominance he plays. Personally, I'd probably only run it at a 2 of. The level 2 Vegeta just doesn't have the power that I would like.
True.
But yeah, taking a lot of damage here. Really wishing he didn't let that energy attack hit before to kill his blockade. So drawing into ball 2, not really going to help him very much, so just dropping it. Rejuvenating the scout maneuver.
Oh, yep, almost gone, so he can still use that crit.
Dropping down plan and positioning drill. Hopefully he can restabilize here by rejuvenating with positioning drill. Got ball 1, confrontation, upward dodge, and resistance, I think? Yep.
It's a good hand to enter on.
Decent. You know, he has answers to both different kinds of attacks, and the great thing about Krillin is you always have your power to push damage for you.
He could always enter power up. Hopefully he uses the BTP.
Keeping the confrontation, which is definitely the right play, especially against Blue Vegeta. Taking that one card out of his hand could just make the difference in combat. Looks like we got Optic Blast, Blue Slash, a shifting maneuver over on that side. Pretty strong hand as well, especially since Brian has a Dragon Ball on the field. So he's actually going to initiate combat here, deciding whether or not he wants to dominance. So he's not going to dominance. Ooh, wow. What a great draw over there by Brian. Two confrontations and a disc. It's gonna make a bad day for someone.
You could use that technique to get rid of a card in his hand. Slash.
Ooh. Starting off with Blue Slash, really good play here. Doing a cool, clean 2 life cards as well as a 6-card mill.
It's very good.
Both players pushing a lot of damage. Oh, shit. Showing the disc to the opponent.
What's it matter?
Getting rid of the Optic Blast. The only thing he could have done. He still has plan in play. He could pop that as well as the key buildup. The key buildup will connect. He doesn't have any blocks in his hand.
Yeah, very true.
So deciding whether or not he's going to plan, scared here. It's kind of tough because he has that erasing drill on board. He has the disc in his hand. Whatever he plans for, possibly Brian could just kill it. So gonna shoot off the plan here. Wonder what he's gonna get. Another key buildup. Oh yeah, buddy.
Going for damage.
Go for broke. Actually, a pretty strong play here. Pretty smart play, if you ask me.
I actually like that play a lot.
Guaranteed that he was going to be able to key build up at least once.
Yeah.
Always good to see players properly use cards. Of course, an attack is successful before the damage goes through.
These guys are good players.
Shooting off key build up for a clean 7 damage.
Looks like both players are pretty even at this point in the game.
Yeah.
Could go either way. Get rid of that last card in his hand with the mastery. I like that play.
And this is coming down to the wire. I just don't know what's going to happen here.
That's the most powerful thing about the Devious Mastery. You get your buff damage, and then you can kill a card in their hand and ensure that one of your attacks goes through.
See, now I'm possibly regretting not getting rid of the erasing drill earlier because he's already killed 3 cards on board with that erasing drill. Oh, and then ball 4. This might be a turning point for Brian right here.
The doom of ball 4.
Killing both dominants, definitely the superior play there. Why kill a positioning drill when he could just dominance back into play? The dropping visiting down, gaining access to his entire discard pile, doing a life deck count.
Yeah, at this point, a disc from the discard pile with VTP will probably win him the game.
So it looks like Josh has about 14 cards left. I didn't get a chance to see how many cards Brian has left, but it looks to be about the same. So we got a confrontation in Brian's hand. I'm not sure what the other cards are. A lot of good options in there. Probably the best play would just be grab disc and just destroy the rest of his field and grab his ball back.
Yeah, I think he's debating whether to grab that disc or not.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's his best play to grab. I'm not sure if he wants to go aggressive here. It'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah, if he grabs that disc, he can also get rid of the position and drill with a race and drill. Which
exactly. Yep, he's going to go for it. He only has 14 cards left. He's going to have 11 left once he draws. And then 6 left after this disc. Starting off with Confrontation. 2 Optic Blast. Wow.
Oof. And looks like a head knock. Yeah, that's a very aggressive hand he's got there.
So that's spectacular. That is probably the best 3 cards he could have gotten in the top, like, at all. I don't think, yeah, Brian does not have a block, so that Optic Blast is just going to ream him. Especially since he has 2, I mean, the ball 4 is sitting there. So, goodbye, Erasing Drill and power-ups.
Ooh. If it goes through, he did rejuvenate a resistance. It's potentially going to have Endurance 3 on there.
Well, he doesn't have a block in his hand, and Josh can just immediately respond with an Optic Blast right here.
Right. See, if I were Brian at this point, I would probably shuffle in the Optic Blast and then let him shoot off the Optic Blast or the head knock, and then just use your master to get rid of that other card. And then once he has no cards in his hand, go to town with your power and your disc and hope
Yeah.
they change the game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Optic Blast is going to be enough to kill him. So,
Yeah, that's the thing.
and the disc and power will be enough to seal the game.
I think that's what Brian's trying to figure out, what would be enough to kill him right now. This is a really good game.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible to have a game with Blue Vegeta and not have it be a close game. Blue Vegeta is just such a stable deck. It's so defensive. It's defensive and offensive at the same time, which makes it such a fun deck to play.
Yeah, this has been a very fast-paced game, so I think at this point in the game, it's okay to take your time and make a decision.
Yeah, I mean, he only has 2 options here, and like you said, his best play is to just clear his board, clear his hand once he does this confrontation. So he's going to choose the Optic Blast, which is probably the right play.
Yeah. How much
But
endurance does head knock have?
the same amount of endurance. So literally it was just, which one he wanted.
Right.
I think he wanted to just give him the head knock to try to bait him into using it.
There's ball. Okay, so he's got 2 balls, so the Optic Blast will not kill him. That's 2, 3, 4, and there's the rest of the damage, and he mills 3. Oof.
Oh, wow.
This is down to the wire.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Awesome. So then, so he has the reflection as well as having the disc in his hand.
You gotta kill his hand with the reflection at this point.
So it looks like Brian has about 5 cards left. Yeah, I mean, he could reflection, but he just can't take that Optic Blast. He can't take it. Or the head knock, rather.
Yeah. He doesn't have enough.
Yeah, because he has at least 4 balls in his deck right now. Because he has
Yep.
ball 7, ball 2, ball 6.
And I believe I didn't see the resistance come up yet, so he does have the potential to take the damage. Potentially, I don't know. He rejuvenated that resistance early on, so he might be able to. It might be hovering on top of his life deck right now somewhere with another card. Maybe he's thinking, okay, maybe I can take the head knock and go for 3 attacks and go for the definite kill here.
Yeah, so he has 2 options, and really it's just about predicting how much endurance your opponent has left in his deck. He does have the disc, which will be a clean 5 damage, but his power and the potential reflection, he could, if he did manage to banish a Gallic Gun, he could Gallic Gun the opponent, which would be unpreventable.
Yeah.
Also, he has the Optic Blast, which could be another high damage potential card he could use with reflection. I know that you have strong opinions about reflection, Rob.
Watch him use it just for his master here, just because he has to get rid of a card from his opponent's hand.
But you know that Optic Blast is sitting on the top of the opponent's banish pile right now.
Very true, very true.
Really tough decision here because he has to be able to kill the opponent. He has to. Because
Yeah,
if
this
he misses his mark and doesn't and gives him 4 cards, he will lose the game because Blue Vegeta will just enter. He'll draw into 2 or 3 Dragon Balls, and then he won't be able to do anything.
either way, this is going to be the end of the ropes for either of these players. Yeah, get a deck count for sure. Looks like it's about
12 cards.
wow.
So the disc is automatically going to bring him down to 8, and then he can only take 4 more cards of damage. So I think Brian has this.
That's a good play right there. That's a really good play. Capture a ball, take ball 1, sure. Then he'll do the head knock. See, there's the scout and the resistance for the, and then all that's left in his life are Dragon Balls. Oh man,
Wow.
he planned it out perfectly.
Yep.
And then reflection for whatever he
For the
wants
Optic Blast. There it is.
for the game, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to survive this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It does 8.
Yep, and then mill 3. 1. Oh, there's a ball. 2.
And then mill 3.
Games
Oh
that
wait,
the
did it
ball.
do? Oh, it did an extra. Oh, that's right. It did 8 and 1 with the ball. Oh, okay,
Right.
it didn't do 6. Oh, that was a really close game. Good game.
That was played perfectly by Brian there. That was really good.
Yep. So I'm not sure. I don't. You know what? I don't think he would have been able to push enough damage with just his power. So
Yep.
it's possible that that was the only way he was going to win that game. Reflection on Optic Blast.
That's so silly. Oh man, what a game.
So great game to both players, and we'll check back here for the finals match where Brian's gonna take it to the finals against Red Roshi. Thanks for joining me, Rob.
Yeah, that was fun. Thanks, DDA.